We are here in Valparaiso, Indiana, right after the VLACD meeting, and we're getting resident reactions from today's meeting. Stu, you want to start us off with some of the findings and feelings and sentiments as a result of today's board meeting?
Well, I'm concerned that the comments made by board members were not totally true. They were trying to be scary, saying, oh, we're trying to do away with the LAC. We're not. It says well, we're going to get annexed into the city and our taxes will triple. That's not part of the agenda. The LAC has done a great job over 50 years, and they need to claim victory and move on. Let the city take over the sewer and water at a lower cost. The LAC would continue with their duties for stormwater and lake enhancement. So we're asking for reform, and we're not trying to scare anybody. We're trying to be upfront. And
there was a comment made indicating that the contract with this body has no expiration date. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, that's not right, because every contract in Indiana has an expiration date.
Okay.
And it probably got some sort of automatic renewal that either party can. But see, that's the issue here. There's not good facts coming from our board. And our board still hasn't said why they're unwilling to go to the city and say, hey, can we talk? Can you take over billing? Can you take over maintenance? Can you take over some of these things to help lower the cost of sewer and water so we don't pay the second highest municipal water rates in the state of Indiana?
And to that point, before I let you go, they indicated that there were other communities that do pay a higher rate. How do you refute that?
So there's two types of utilities. There's investor-owned utilities and municipally owned utilities. Investor-owned utilities have to pay taxes, so their rates are almost always higher. LAC doesn't pay taxes, the city doesn't pay taxes. So you have to compare apples to apples. And when you look at municipally owned utilities in the state of Indiana, the VLACD has the second highest in the whole state.
Thank you, Stu. We're going to talk to a few other residents. Please share your sentiments, your name and your sentiments.
Hi, I am Mark LaRocca, and I represent the Wild Rose subdivision. And I think my biggest concern, number one, is when asking our owners, not one has felt as though the conservatory district adds any value to the equation. So what we'd like to see and understand is what do they actually do? Secondly, out of the meeting tonight, what concerns me the most is I don't see a competent board. I see the board leaning on their attorney, not understanding their own covenants and bylaws, and more importantly, their own numbers. And that concerns me, especially when we're talking about lift stations and other stormwater related projects. There doesn't seem to be any clear understanding of what's going on other than what professionals that they hire tell them. And that concerns me from a board perspective, being on many boards myself. We have to understand the numbers, and they don't understand the numbers, so that concerns me.
So what do you feel some of the next steps should be as a result of this meeting? Does it sound like there's a little headway being made, or?
I think it's a good question. I think the headway being made is that the board is starting to recognize that they're going to be held accountable, and they haven't been for many, many years. So I think the result of that will be good.
Thank you. And we have another resident, Dr. Paige McNulty.
Hello, I'm here today representing the Woodmere subdivision. I'm the HOA president there. I'm representing them as well as many other constituents that we've talked to along the way. I'm here on a social equity quest, however, in addition to all the other things that you've heard about. We heard and we've researched, as you may have already heard, that Flint Lake Elementary has 47% free and reduced lunch, students receiving free and reduced lunch, yet they have the highest water bill. That hurts my heart, everybody, and this needs to be addressed. And we have simply asked the water board here to look into this. For 3 months in a row, they have told us that they would meet with the city or engage in a dialogue, and that is yet to happen. We have talked with the city, and the city is interested in having a conversation. So we're simply asking them to do their job, represent their constituents, which is about 1,100 people. We have taken it upon ourselves to speak to the constituents, to hear from them. We have gathered hundreds and hundreds of signatures. We were told we need 20%. We have well over 20%. 400 or 500 signatures of people asking for them to do something differently. So we're looking for some solutions. What they were put into existence to do has been fulfilled, which is a great thing. It's time to move on now and look for reform on the board and what we're doing here with our water.
After
Thank you.
50 years.
After 50 years.
Regarding the petitions, can people still sign, and how do they get in touch or get engaged with
Yes.
the coalition?
Yes, they can certainly engage. We have them posted online. We have mailed them out. We are going door to door. So we do have committees going door to door, and every subdivision will be out again this weekend. So please look for us, and we're leaving door knockers as well.
All right, it's the same water. Follow them on Facebook for all of the action. Thank you.
Thank you.